Hey, Jay Altman here, and today I'm going to share with you 3 little known secrets to lose weight, get fit, and feel great in just 30 days. Also, I'll be sharing with you the truth about fat loss that no one else will tell you about. My promise to you is I'll show you exactly how to lose weight, get fit, feel great, and drop a clothes size or two without you having to figure out how to lose weight on your own or having to do long and boring exercise sessions. If you stay with me till the end, I'm going to give you the transcript of this entire webinar so you can look back at all the notes. Plus, I have a secret bonus. The secret bonus is something you will really love and you can use it right away. Right now, I need your attention, please. I want you to turn off all distractions. Turn off your cell phone unless you're using it to watch this presentation. Also, turn off your computer unless it's for the same reason. I want you to turn off Facebook, and I want you to go to a room where you cannot be bothered and lock the door. Because if you're a Twin Cities resident and you're serious about getting better results with your fitness and fat loss, the next 45 minutes will change your life. Now, before we move further, I want to explain a little bit about who it is that I am. So I have a BS in kinesiology from Indiana University. I was a head strength coach with the Minnesota Timberwolves performance team. I'm a certified metabolic typing advisor. I'm a holistic lifestyle coach and a functional medicine practitioner. I worked as a strength coach at Indiana University and with the Minnesota Timberwolves. I have literally helped thousands of people to achieve weight loss and lifestyle change. I have authored 2 books on how to lose weight. I have also authored multiple online products to help people do the same. I have helped thousands of people to lose weight, and I've had articles that have appeared on CBS, Fox, NBC, ABC, the CW, Inc., and Entrepreneur Online. I grew up in a small town. I grew up poor, and then I was able to get myself into a position where I could work as the strength coach at Indiana. So I know how to overcome adversity, and I know how to help you do the same thing. And I know how to get results because all of my products, I use a money back guarantee. Now, I want to tell you just one thing about myself, not to gain your pity or anything like that, but I lived in a trailer for several years and needed food stamps, and now I've been able to overcome those adversities, and with the help of my wife and my team at Altman Fitness, we help raise money every single year for those going hungry right here in the Twin Cities by hosting our Burn the Fat, Feed the Hungry charity event. This year, we helped raise enough money to feed 17,000 people, and I'm really proud of that. Imagine what your life will be like when you can lose all the weight you want, get fit, and feel great while dropping a clothes size or two and feeling like your old best self. Also, imagine what your life will be like when you never have to worry about having to figure out how to lose weight on your own or having to do long and boring exercise sessions ever again. What will life be like when you know how to lose weight without starving yourself and or over-exercising? How about when you really know how to exercise for fat loss? Will that make a difference for you and your family? Here's a story about Barb, who lives right here in Eden Prairie, and she would like to share her story with you. Check it out. Now, wasn't Barb's story cool? But I want to tell you something. Before we move on and go any further, before you watch one more second of this, I want you to know that results aren't typical. And that said, I want you to know that I am going to be walking you through the system that we're using right now that get great results with people. But I want you to please understand that my results are not typical because the average person who attends any training anywhere on anything actually gets 0 results. However, I'm happy to share with you today for free exactly what's working for us at Altman Fitness that gets real people that live right here in the Twin Cities real results. Now, this is not for people that want to lose weight quick. This is not for people that are searching for the magic pill or for the latest fad diets. Here's what we're going to cover. We're going to cover the secret number 1, which is you can get twice the results in half of the time when you exercise correctly. And I'm going to explain to you exactly what that means. Secret number 2, we're going to be going over the fact that you don't have to figure all this out on your own anymore, because I'm going to show you exactly how to eat for fat loss. There's one way to eat for health, there's one way to eat for fat loss, and we're going to get dead clear on that today, okay? Secret number 3, I'm going to show you how to break the eating and exercise down so that it not only feels easier, but also so that it makes perfect sense for you once and for all. Let's get right into it, okay? So secret number 1, you can get twice the results in half the time when you exercise correctly. So what does that mean? This is all about how to exercise for fat loss, okay? Most Twin Cities residents think they have to exercise long and hard every day to lose weight. But actually, you can get twice the results in just half the time when you exercise correctly. Let me share with you exactly what I mean, okay? Because this can feel confusing for all of you that are not in on these secrets. So, here's a concept, a question if you will. Losing weight is all about creating a calorie deficit. As long as we burn enough calories, we will lose any excess body fat. So would you say, is that true or is that false? Well, I'll just tell you, most people think it's true, but actually, it's false. And here's why. Let me share with you a study that was done back in 2009. This is athletic performance and weight changes during Marathon of Sands in athletes well trained in endurance. Okay, so this is how it went. After 6 days, 1 marathon per day, the average weight loss was 6.1%. However, 82% of that weight loss came from muscle. So they lost weight, right? But 5% of that weight lost was actually muscle, not the fat, and only 1.1% was fat loss. So they actually got fatter as a percentage. So you want to sign up for that kind of training to lose weight? I know many of you do with the idea that you're losing weight, but if you know the truth, you're actually losing muscle weight more than you're losing fat weight, and then you're left with an actual higher body fat percentage. Not what you're after, right? Check it out. Here's another kind of question, if you will. So the addition of aerobic exercise will increase calories burned and therefore increase fat lost, right? So we've all heard that if you just burn more calories, you will increase the amount of fat you lose, right? Well, even though I learned this in college, I want you to know this also is dead wrong. You can't out-exercise a bad diet, okay? And this is the proof here. So there was a 3-month study. The addition of 45 minutes of aerobic exercise done at 75% of heart rate max. Now, for those of you that have ever trained using a heart rate monitor, you know if you're working at 78% of your heart rate max, you're working pretty dang hard. Now, these people did this for 5 days a week for 12 weeks, and it had no effect over dieting alone. So that sucks, right? So 3 months is not long enough, you might be saying to me. All right, so check this out. Here's a 6-month study that was done where 2 groups, they separated people into 2 groups, right? One was diet only, and one was diet plus aerobic exercise. And in this one, they did 50 minutes of exercise 5 days per week. So the last study was 45 minutes. This one is now 50 minutes of exercise 5 days per week. Let's guess what happened. The result was no additional effect of aerobic exercise on body composition, meaning when the group did 50 minutes of exercise 5 days a week, there was no effect, none at all, on body comp, okay? So maybe you're saying, Jay, you know what? 6 months probably not long enough. 3 months was not long enough. 6 months is not long enough. So let me show you one more study here. This is a 12-month study that was done back in 2007 where they took 6 hours of aerobic exercise training per week. So they did 60 minutes per day, so not 45, not 50, but now it's 60, and not 5 days a week, but 6 days per week. All right, let's check out the results. The average weight loss after 1 year was 3.5 pounds, or about 0.3 pounds per month. This was 3.08 pounds for women and 3.96 pounds for men. So we all have heard that it's easier for men to lose weight. We can see after 1 year, we lost almost a pound more by doing 60 minutes of exercise, cardiovascular exercise, 6 days per week. Yay for us, right? Yay for us guys. Now this study shows that 60-minute versus 45 and 50 on the previous two. So I want you to write this down. This is a key point, okay? Write this down. Make sure to get your pen and your paper and write this down. It's super, super important. As a solution to fat loss, aerobic training is proven not to work. I'm going to say this again because I want it to sink in, and I also want to make sure that you are in fact writing this down. It's so important. It's a big deal. As a solution to fat loss, doing aerobic training, like being on a treadmill or going on a bike, is proven not to work. And just in case you're still not convinced, here's a study that was a meta-analysis. Now, this is a study of the past 25 years of weight loss research using diet, exercise, or diet plus exercise intervention, okay? So this study analyzed over 400 other studies comparing diet to diet plus aerobic exercise. And here's what they concluded. They concluded that aerobic exercise does not provide a significant advantage over dieting alone. So if you're like me, you're probably right now wondering, well, why the heck doesn't that work? I've heard that it works. Maybe even, in fact, you've tried some aerobic training and it's worked for you. But my guess is, or actually not even my guess, what I know is if it did work for you at all, it only worked for you for a short time, right? So let's dig into it. I want to show you why, in fact, this does not work. So here's a study showing the relationship between what's called sub-state metabolism, exercise, and appetite control. We'll explain those, just kind of the study words there. But here's what it actually means, all right? So this study concluded this, that due to the increased energy demand, aerobic exercise may act as a biological cue to trigger compensatory eating as a result of perturbations to muscle and liver glycogen stores. What the heck does all that mean, right? Basically, it means this, you guys. If you do aerobic exercise, what will happen is your body is smart enough that it actually compensates. And it tells your body hormonally to actually eat more, where you then overcompensate for the calories you just burned. So let's say, for example, you went out and you just did a run and you burned 300 calories. Well, over any length of time, the body has this compensation mechanism where it tells your body to eat more than you actually need for that 300 calorie workout. So you actually will eat, we'll call it 400 calories. That's why you end up gaining weight. Most people gain weight when they do aerobic training only for a long period of time. All right. So now the question becomes, what exercise actually does work for fat loss? So now we know when it comes to exercise what doesn't work, but what actually does work, right? So something you probably guys have already even heard before is that interval training. But you already knew this, right? So let's dig a little bit deeper because that's only part of the story here. So here's a study that was done that was a 15-week study where they did 20 minutes per session of interval training versus 40 minutes of steady state cardio exercise. Now both groups burned the same total calories over the 15 weeks and ate the same diet. The steady state actually gained 1 pound of fat on average, where the interval group lost 5.5 pounds of fat and increased lean muscle mass. Pretty cool, right? So let's continue on. Here's another study that was done of overweight people put into 3 groups. One group was diet only, one was diet plus aerobic exercise, and the third group was diet plus strength training. Now, the diet group only lost 14.6 pounds of fat in 12 weeks, which is really cool. Now, the aerobic group lost only 1 more pound, and this is doing 30 to 50 minutes of cardio 3 times per week, which is what we'd expect based on what we just learned, right? Here's the coolest part, though. The group that did the strength training lost 21.4 pounds. That is 44% and 35% respectively more than the other 2 groups. Isn't that cool? So now we're starting to gain some insight as to what really, really works. Let's dig into another study here. This study was done back in 2007, and there was an explosive strength training group that burned 20% more calories over a 24-hour period. Another study done in 2011, doing strength training in a circuit incorporating explosive training, literally burned 9 times more fat than traditional exercise in a 24-hour period. I want to read this one again because this is really a huge deal. So, if you do strength training, we already know by that last study, you're going to burn more fat than any other way you can with exercise. But if you do explosive strength training done in a circuit format, you burn 9 times, guys, 9 times more fat than just traditional strength training in the same 24-hour period. That is crazy incredible. Now, you guys, I want to share with you the reason why strength training works so well. It's because of what's known as the afterburn effect. What is the afterburn effect, you might ask? So let me share with you a little bit about what it is. So the afterburn effect is simply the amount of calories that you burn after you finish an exercise session. So if you look down here at the chart below, you see kind of in that cream color there that says steady state training. And if you do a 30-minute exercise session, it shows, if you just follow the chart over, you can see these lines represent your metabolism going up, okay? And so you can see over in the far left there, the red, it says metabolic rate. And so as you do exercise, metabolic rate goes up. Now, you can see in the steady state training, your your metabolic rate actually goes up, which is cool. It does go up. But then right when you're done with the exercise, it goes back down. Within 2 hours, it's all the way back down to baseline. Okay? Now, if you look at what's shaded in red, known as the afterburn effect, this is what happens when you do strength training, and especially when you do strength training in a circuit format using explosive strength moves. So first of all, you spike your metabolism way up. Remember, it's 9 times more in total. And what happens is you go in, when you do strength training, you actually break your muscle tissue down. When you break your muscle tissue down, it has to repair, which costs your body calories. So you got to go in. So for one, you're burning calories while you're doing the exercise. But more importantly, you're burning way more calories after the workout, which is the afterburn effect, which lasts for, the research shows, somewhere between 30 and 50 hours, which is super cool. So that, if you say for today, if you came into Altman Fitness and you do a strength training workout in one of our exercise sessions, we do exercise that is for fat loss. So you would be doing circuit style training that incorporates explosive strength moves. And because you did that today, for the next 30 to 50 hours, you will burn literally 9 times more calories than if you did steady state cardio alone. How cool is that, right? So you guys, to wrap up, secret number 1, which is exercise for fat loss, the major takeaways are this: do not do steady state cardio exercise to lose fat. It's proven not to work. Okay? The second thing is to do strength training. The third thing here is to do anaerobic interval training. If you want to be the very most effective, what you want to do is use explosive strength moves in a circuit format. Now, this is the science that we use at Altman Fitness and why we get such amazing results. We also use short, incomplete, and/or active rest periods. We use alternating muscle groups so we can maximize work density, and we also use muscle confusion so that your body never adapts to the workouts, which keeps your body always improving. The other thing it does, you guys, it keeps you feeling fresh. When you do a workout that's different, each time you come in, you literally feel more fresh. You're not feeling like you're like not looking forward to the workout. You're just gonna know it's gonna be something fresh, and because of that, also your body gets a much better result. All right, let's move on to secret number 2. In this secret, I'm going to show you exactly how to eat for fat loss, so you don't have to figure out how to do it on your own anymore. Now, secret number 2 is all about how to eat for fat loss. But most Twin Cities residents think they have tried everything to lose weight. Believe me, I hear it all the time. And that nothing they do works. They think they have to starve themselves to actually lose weight. They think they need to exercise all the dang time. We now know better. Actually, you don't have to figure this out on your own anymore, because I'm going to show you exactly what to do when it comes to eating for fat loss. Let me show you exactly what I mean, all right? So, it's not just what we eat, but the combination of macronutrients that make all the difference. What the heck is a macronutrient? Macronutrients are simply, you guys, proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Okay? It's just my big word. Now, it's including the right foods and eliminating the wrong foods that will make all the difference for you in your fat loss journey. But first, let me share with you Lynette's story. Let's talk about eating healthy versus eating for fat loss, all right? Now, if you ask most Americans, or even most people right here in the Twin Cities, they will tell you they eat pretty healthy. They will admit to the occasional sweet treat or fast food indulgence, but for the most part, they claim to eat according to the food pyramid or in line with diet experts' guidelines on healthy eating. So my question to you then is, why are 2/3 of Americans overweight or clinically obese? And why are these exact recommendations not helping us as a country slim down? Well, it's because there's a big difference between eating for fat loss and so-called healthy eating. Healthy is a way of eating that assures sufficient intake of important vitamins, minerals, and nutrients like fiber. However, most assume that if they eat this way, they will lose weight too. And it's not true. Unfortunately, that's just not the case, because most of the ratios of nutrients provided by this diet are not in line with fat loss. They're just really in line so that you don't get disease, like the disease of the past, like scurvy, for example, that was a lack of vitamin C. Okay? Now, on the other hand, fat loss eating entails consuming not only the adequate amounts of the vital nutrients, because you want to be vital, of course, right? So you're having things like the vitamins and minerals, but also implementing nutrient ratios that will provide fat loss at the same time. So healthy eating is not necessarily fat loss eating, but a fat loss plan is almost always a healthy eating plan. Okay? Let that soak in for a second. All right, let's do this. Let's first take a look at the average, quote unquote, healthy day of eating, one that many dietitians would say incorporates plenty of healthy fiber, vitamins, and minerals, all right? It might look something like this. Here's a typical healthy, quote-unquote, healthy daily meal plan. So for breakfast, the recommendation typically looks something like this. Have 1 cup of high-fiber cereal with 1 cup of skimmed milk, 1 banana, and 8 ounces of orange juice. Look familiar, right? And then for lunch, you go on to have 1/8 of a pound of sliced turkey, 2 slices of whole wheat bread, and 1 granola bar. Mid-afternoon snack, you would have a cup of non-fat yogurt with berries and a 1/2 cup of granola. And then for dinner, you're going to have 1 chicken breast, a 1/2 cup whole wheat spaghetti with tomato sauce, and 2 ounces of Parmesan cheese. Then after dinner, you can have a Skinny Cow ice cream sandwich, right? Seems healthy, right? Now, in fact, the above meal plan is probably healthier than what most Americans eat daily. In fact, right now, just ask yourself, what did you eat today or yesterday? If you're early in the day, what did you eat all day yesterday? Was it as healthy as what we just looked at? Or was it something maybe less healthy even than that? Now, if most ate in a way they consider ideal, it would look something like the above that what we just talked about. But here are the nutritional facts from the meal plan above. There's 1,650 calories in that meal, 19 grams of fat, 316 grams of carbohydrates, 35 grams of fiber, and 100 grams of protein. Now, let's contrast that with the fat loss diet plan as derived from typical diets followed by physique competitors like bodybuilders and figure competitors, the ones you see all the time in pictures with the abs popping out and the muscles, whose main goal is to decrease their body fat percentage and is to increase their muscle percentage for competition, all right? Though you may not want to look like a bodybuilder necessarily, there's no denying that eating this way sheds significant amounts of fat while preserving muscle. Okay, so here's the fat loss daily meal plan. Breakfast would be a quarter cup of oat bran, dry, made with water, 6 egg whites scrambled with 2 cups of spinach, mushrooms and onions, a half cup of frozen blueberries with some black coffee. Mid-morning, you're going to have a small grapefruit with 20 raw almonds. At lunch, large green salad with 1 grilled chicken breast, 1 tablespoon balsamic vinegar, a half sweet potato, a large unsweetened hot green tea. And in the mid-afternoon, you're going to have a half pound of ground turkey with a 1 cup of broccoli and a half of a sweet potato. And then at dinner, 6 ounces of halibut, 10 asparagus spears, and a small mixed green salad. After dinner, you have a spoonful of natural peanut butter. Okay, this meal plan requires more frequent eating and has noticeably more vegetables and lean protein sources. Now, many diet experts will worry about this plan, saying that it is low in fiber or low in nutrients. But let's look at the actual nutritional profile of that plan, all right? So that meal plan has 1,600 calories, about the same as the previous one. And this one has 50 grams of fat, 115 grams of carbohydrate with 31 grams of fiber, which is more than enough fiber, and 160 grams of protein. Now, calorically, these diets look very similar, right? Both roughly 1,600 calories and are in a good range, despite the fat loss plan containing a much greater volume of food. So you're going to feel much more full on the second way of eating compared to that first way. And you'll know that if you've tried it before. Now, similar to in both plans, they both contain an adequate amount of fiber. The recommendation is anything greater than 30 grams will help to lower cholesterol and stabilize blood sugar. However, in the quote-unquote healthy meal plan, only 11% of total carbohydrates are in the form of healthy fiber, while in the fat loss diet, 27% of the total carbohydrates come from fiber. And I want you to take a note of this, that all the carbs are not listed as fiber are sugar. I'm going to say that one more time. All the carbs that are listed that are not listed as fiber are sugar or will turn to sugar quickly. All right? Also, the two diets are drastically different in their ratio of carbohydrates to protein. These two key differences in the meal plans impact how much these will cause your body to burn fat or to not burn fat. Okay, let's talk about the metabolic differences. The ratio of protein to carbohydrate, as well as the absolute carbohydrate intake, will have a huge impact on your ability to burn fat or prevent fat storing. The hormone insulin, that you guys are all familiar with, is released in response to either a large absolute amount of carbohydrates or in the event of a small amount of high glycemic carbs like sugar eaten like in a single donut. So let me just talk about that last thing again. So the hormone insulin is released in one of two ways. It's either by having way too much carbohydrates, regardless of the kind of carbohydrate, okay? So it can either be a healthy for you carbohydrate or something bad for you like a donut. But if you have way too much, say if you have way too much sweet potato, you still get a big insulin response, which is exactly what you don't want to lose fat. The other way that your body produces a lot of insulin is by having something that's just high. It says high in glycemic index, which just means high in sugar, right? So if you have something high in sugar like a donut, which is sugar on it and in it, but also the dough that it's made with also converts to sugar really quickly. So that's going to be one of the worst things for you, all right? And I want you to know this. Insulin not only facilitates the metabolism and storage of carbs, but it also aids the conversion of excess carbs into fat storage. And it does this while also shutting down all fat-burning ability that your body has, okay? So insulin not only, when you eat a lot of sugar or you eat a lot of carbs and then you get an insulin response, not only does that promote your body to store away those carbs into your fat cells, but it also inhibits your ability to burn fat. So it really, really stinks, which makes it literally impossible to burn fat when you have insulin present floating around in your blood. So in review here, in the healthy diet plan above, 316 grams of carbs were consumed. If you divide that by the 4 meals, and that is an average of 79 grams of carbs at each meal, well beyond what is needed to release a lot of insulin into your blood, which causes that increased fat storage. By contrast, the fat loss diet contains just 115 grams of carbs. And when you divide that by the 5 meals, that leaves just 23 grams of carbs in each of those meals. This absolute amount is not only much more manageable for the metabolism, i.e., getting that very low insulin response, which is exactly what we want so that we don't go into fat storage mode, but it will not lead to this so-called, quote-unquote spillover of carbs into fat storage. And this is exactly what was happening to Lynette. So the amount of protein consumed is also crucial in the quest to burn fat. Protein, above all the other nutrients, burns the most calories while it is being digested and also helps lower the total insulin response if eaten along with carbohydrates. Protein also helps to maintain lean muscle mass, which is the #1 determining factor of metabolic rate. Listen, you guys, once you're an adult, the only way you can increase your metabolism is to increase your muscle mass. So having protein to help your muscle mass is the only thing that you can do to increase your metabolic rate. So let's recap now secret number 2. So it's literally impossible to burn fat when you have a carbohydrate-induced insulin going on in your blood. Okay? Now, when making meals, always eat vegetables. You should be eating a vegetable-based diet. That's how you get your energy. It's also how you get your fiber. It's also how you're going to feel full. It's also going to be the #1 way that you lose weight. Now, do not combine fats with sugars or foods that turn to sugar quickly. Like our example a couple slides back when we showed the donut, that's the perfect example of what to eat if you were trying to gain fat. So in that example, you have fats from a fried donut along with sugars and also the dough that turns to sugar quickly. Ice cream would be another example. You have fat along with sugar, and those combinations is the fastest way. If your goal was to gain fat weight, like say you're a sumo wrestler and you have to get to be 400 to 600 pounds, that's exactly what you should do. You should go and eat fats with sugars. But for most of us, we're almost willing to say all of us, what we're after is to either maintain and or for most of us to lose weight, right? So do not combine fats with sugars. It's a terrible combination. It's the worst combination. But do combine lean proteins with fibrous carbs. So proteins with fibrous carbs, example would be vegetables. Eat lean protein with vegetables, and that's a perfect combination to keep your blood sugar stable. Your body will not get the insulin spike, and you'll be into fat burning mode, all right? Also, I want you to combine fattier meats with vegetables. So if you choose a fattier piece of meat or a protein, like for example, it could be salmon, which is a fatty fish, or you could have something like a ribeye steak, have that with vegetables only, not with other carbohydrates for the reasons we just talked about. All right? Now you can refer back to the healthy eating versus fat loss eating examples in the notes that I'll give to you at the end if you want to try to dial in more details and get your meal questions answered, okay? So let me ask you a question. Are you enjoying the webinar so far? You guys learning a lot? I hope you are, because my goal was to teach you truly the secrets. I know sometimes you see the word secret, you might be thinking whatever, but my goal is to truly uncover the truth to you guys and expose it so that you guys feel dead clear. By the end of this presentation, I want you to feel completely clear on what to do in terms of your exercise and eating when it comes to fat loss. All right? Let's move on. Okay, guys, now we're ready for secret number 3. In secret number 3, I'm going to show you how to put a system in place to assure that you actually follow through. Now, secret number 3 is all about how to have a system in place that will literally keep you on track. Most Twin Cities residents think consistently following through is overwhelming and too hard. But actually, I'm going to show you how to put a system in place that will make you want to follow through instead of feel like you have to. Let me show you how this works, all right? So let's first start off with saying what secret number 3 is. What is this system? This is a system of accountability and social support. Now, the research is absolutely clear, you guys, that if you're going to have success, you must have accountability and social support around you so that you can move forward. Let's operate from these next few premises, okay? So for one, you deserve a happy and healthy life. Losing weight and changing your lifestyle, it is going to be difficult at first. In fact, I usually tell people to expect when you start a change, it's going to suck, and maybe even really suck at first, because they're just starting out and you have to learn new skills, new behaviors, and habits, and it can take some time. And it's not easy. But don't let your health hold you back from everything you want to accomplish in your life. All right? So, overcoming those mental barriers can be hard, so finding a support system is imperative to your success. It's critical that you find a group of people that hold you accountable so that you can hold yourself accountable as well. That way you can check in with them, they can check in with you, you can push each other towards your goals and trade tips and tricks for what works and what's not working for each of you. All right? So make sure you're only associating yourself with people who are positive and make your life better. Now, I know this is not always easy, especially if you have a family member or a close friend or a coworker who's a downer. But what you can do is you can shield yourself against these people and keep yourself in a protected state of mind by limiting how you interact with those people. Now, if you have a friend that's always bringing you down or bringing down your mood with their negative talk or their bad stories or whatever's going on in their life, maybe they're always in a victim mindset, it's time to distance yourself. And that might sound harsh, but listen, your health and happiness are worth it. And if you don't put yourself number one, guess who else will? Yeah, you're right. Nobody else will. So it's imperative that you make yourself your number one priority in your life. And when you surround yourself with positive and driven people, you're going to find yourself being more driven and positive as well. And having that great attitude goes a long way, especially on those days we wake up and maybe you don't feel like exercising, maybe you don't feel like eating well, whatever it might be. It's important that if you have people around you that are going to help support you when you're in those down moments, because they're going to happen. I don't care who you are. So a support group is important. But remember that in the end, you are the only one who can really achieve your goals, right? So you have to know this, that you are 100% responsible for going after your dreams, and don't hold yourself back. Okay? You now know some steps here, and you have to take that personal accountability by making sure that you're doing the right kinds of exercise for fat loss, that you're eating the right macronutrients if you want fat loss, and that you're surrounding yourself with the people that are positive and driven. And then you want to be accountable for the decisions you make. Be prepared to take responsibility and let your support group help you get back on track, so that getting off track doesn't turn into, maybe you start by getting off track with one meal. And big freaking deal, it doesn't mean anything, but if you let that one meal turn into two, turn into a day, turn into a couple days, turn into a week, turn into a month, turn into a year, turn into multiple years, you wake up like many of you might be right now. You might be looking at your body and like, how in the heck did I get into this body? How did I get this much fat on my stomach? How did I get this much fat around my butt or my thighs or wherever it is your troubled spots are? Maybe it's all of the spots, right? How did you get there? The trick here is surround yourself with positive and success-minded individuals if you want to find your own success. It's plain and simple. You got to put yourself. In fact, there was a study done, I forget who did it now, many of you guys might know, but it said, the people that are the closest to you, the 5 closest people to you are the ones that you're going to be the closest like. So if you stop right now and just think, who are the 5 people that are closest to you in your life? Not the ones that you might like the most, but the ones that are truly the closest to you, that you spend the most time with. Now, if you think about what it is you look like in terms of your physical self, what it is your financial self, and on, you're going to find that you're most similar to the nearest 5 people in your life. So it's very, very important. So let's review what we've covered so far, all right? So in secret number 1, we talked about exercise. And we learned that you can literally get twice the fat loss results in half the time when you exercise correctly. In fact, what we learned more specifically is that you can burn 9 times the amount of fat when you do strength training done in an explosive circuit format compared to aerobic exercise training. That is huge, you guys. That one thing by itself is huge. In secret number 2, we talked about nutrition. We discovered what combinations of foods to eat and which ones to avoid so that you don't have to figure out how to eat when it comes to fat loss anymore. And in secret number 3, we learned the importance of social support and surrounding yourself with like-minded people, or people that you want to think like, so you want positive and driven people around you, so you actually want to live the lifestyle that you've always wanted, so that you can get the body that you deserve and the body that you want. Next, I have a bonus secret for you guys, and this secret is motivation. So now you know what you need to do to lose weight and keep the pounds off, but how do you get started? And as much as you think you can just wake up and decide to be healthy one day, you know from your past it's not necessarily that easy. So like the questions are, how do we get and stay motivated, right? We need the motivation to get better. And whether it's for your children, a loved one, or for your own sense of accomplishment, that motivation has to be there, or else you won't last very long. You can't last just on your own willpower as you move forward. So how do you get and stay motivated? Motivation is what gets you going, and dedication is what keeps you there, right? So the first step to finding your motivation is to set your goals. Now, you're sure you're not new to this, you're at least not new to the concept, but you may or may not be new to actually following through on writing down your goals. So taking the thing that's in your mind that you want and writing it down, and then going from there. So the first thing you want to do when you are thinking about your goals, you want to think big picture. And big picture is something that's at least 6 months, maybe a year, or a couple years away from right now. That's your big picture, kind of your North Star, if you will, the direction that we're ultimately going. And then what you want to do is you want to set small and quickly achievable goals. Those are the things you're going to do right now. Okay? So for example, if you set your goal to lose 100 pounds, the next thing you want to do is set smaller, quickly achievable goals to lose 10 pounds over the next month. So 10 pounds seems a lot less intimidating than 100 pounds, right? With this approach, before you know it, 100 pounds will be gone, and you will look and feel absolutely amazing. Now, figuring out, set your goals is the easy part, because next you need to figure out your why. This is actually what is going to get your butt out of bed when you don't feel like getting out of bed. When you have a strong, compelling reason why you want to get to your goal. Why do you want to lose 100 pounds? It's because you don't want to die. You don't want to have a heart attack. You got to figure out your why. Is it for your kids? Is it for you? Is it for your significant other? What's your reasons? What really is motivating you to get this off? Is you want to look better standing naked in front of the mirror? Whatever it is, it's got to be your why, nobody else's. Because that's your why is literally the fuel that will motivate you to get yourself out of bed. And when you're clear on that, it becomes so much easier to take your steps forward. So ask yourself, why are you changing your life? Why are you going to stay on track and make healthy choices every day? Your why could be that you watched a family member struggle with health problems. Like we've had many members at Altman Fitness come in, and they are motivated because they had a mother or a father who died of a heart attack, and they're scared. They don't want to be that same situation for themselves. They want to be there for their kids, or they want to be there for a significant other, or they want to be able to explore the world when they hit retirement. There's lots of different reasons why, again, but you got to figure out your why. Maybe you want to set a better example for your kids so they make better choices for themselves. Your goal is what you work towards, but your why is what you work for. Is that clear? All right, cool. Let's move on. All right, so I have a question for you guys. Who wants to take things to the next level? I want you right now to put in the question and answer box, I'm ready if you want to go to the next level. You guys, I'm so excited about what I'm about to share with you. I can't wait. You guys ready? You ready? All right. All right, here goes. All right. I want to introduce you guys to this newer program we have called Fit in 30. I'm so excited because this is 30 days of exercise for fat loss, and it's 30 days of eating for fat loss, all done completely for you. All you have to do is show up for the exercise and look at the recipes. It's all there for you. Fit in 30 is all about helping you lose weight, get fit, feel great, drop a clothes size or two fast without having to figure out anything to do on your own in order to lose weight. And you can say goodbye to long, boring exercise sessions forever, and all this will happen in just 30 days. Here's what you're going to get, you guys. The Fit in 30 program is 30 full days of unlimited afterburn workouts. That is a $249 value. You're also going to get 62 brand new, delicious, fat-burning recipes. Now, it's not just the recipes that are here together, but I've actually went ahead and broke down the macronutrients. That's the amounts of fats, proteins, and carbohydrates in every single meal, already written with every single recipe done for you, so you know exactly what it is you're eating of each of those things. Also included is a weekly grocery store list. On this list, it has all the groceries you're going to need for the entire week's worth of menus. All you got to do is print this off, you take it to the store, and buy the things on the list. You're also going to be getting a weekly calendar with what and when to eat. So all you got to do is you look for breakfast, say on Monday, and you follow that recipe. Then you look for the lunch on Monday, and then you look for the snack on Monday, and then you look for the dinner on Monday. It's all spelled out right there for you guys. Guys, this could not be easier when it comes to trying to lose weight. You're also going to be getting the Fit in 30 snack guide. This is filled, well, let's put it this way. Who doesn't like snacks? We all like our snacks, right? But we want to have snacks that are in line with what it is that we want. And when we're trying to get fit, we're trying to get healthy, we're trying to lose some weight, I want to give you not only snacks that are going to taste great, but also help you to your goals. All right? That's a $29 value. You're also going to be getting the Fit in 30 guidebook. In this guidebook, it spells out for you everything you need to know in order to get your weight loss result and how to put all these things together, okay? You're also going to be getting access to our Facebook group, our private Facebook group. And inside this group, you're going to find many, many other people that have either done this program before or done other programs with us that can help you if you ever get stuck for any reason. Okay? You're also going to be getting personal trainers that are going to help keep you safe while helping you get the most out of you during every single workout. You guys, that is a $600 value. The total value here is $1,071. All right? But I don't want you to buy this if it's going to take food off your table. And what I mean by that is if you are going to struggle to make the payment that I'm going to ask you for to buy this program, then don't buy it. But if you are in a financial place that you can buy this and you want to speed up the process, you want to hit the fast forward button to get amazing results and get them fast, then you have to buy this. But before we go forward, I want to let you know I'm not going to charge you anywhere near $1,071 today. But before I tell you what I am going to be offering the whole Fit in 30 program for, I want to share with you a couple bonuses you're going to get when you take advantage of the Fit in 30 program today, okay? So bonus number one, you're going to be getting a complete transcript of this entire webinar. Now, you're going to get the entire transcript so that you can look back at the notes, you can look back at what we talked about today, and you can look at what we talked about when it comes to the exercise, when it comes to the eating, when it comes to the motivation, when it comes to every part of this thing, so that you can all put it together, and you don't have to have it memorized, by the way. You can just go back and you can re-look at the notes over and over again so that you can look at that and get your mind on what it is you need to do at any time that you need to do it, okay? That right there is a $29 value. You're also going to get, well, let's do this. Let's go back and go through everything you're going to get. So you're going to be getting 30 days of afterburn workouts, a $249 value. You're going to be getting 62 brand new delicious fat burning recipes. That's the $49 value. You're going to be getting the weekly grocery store list, $29 value. You're going to get the weekly calendar with what and when to eat. That's a $29 value. You're going to be getting the Fit in 30 snack guide. That's a $29 value. You're going to be getting the Fit in 30 guidebook. That's a $39 value. You're going to be getting access to a private Facebook group where you can access people that have done this for you. You're also going to get the personal trainers that are going to keep you safe while helping you get the most out of each and every single workout. That's a $600 value. And you're going to, as bonus number one, you're going to be getting the complete transcript of this webinar so you can look back and as often as that you would like to refresh your memory to get everything out of yourself that you possibly can. Altogether, that's a $1,049 value. Now let me share with you bonus number two. In bonus number two, you're going to be getting a health coaching breakthrough session. This is going to be with Kelly, and Kelly is a certified personal trainer and a certified health coach. She's going to help you figure out what's been keeping you stuck and then help you overcome that, literally break through to the next level. This is a $49 value. Now, let's review one more time what you're going to be getting. You're going to be getting 30 days of afterburn workouts. That's a $249 value. You're going to be getting 62 brand new delicious fat burning recipes. That's a $49 value. Remember, those are recipes that are not just the recipes, but they have all the macronutrients listed out, the amounts of fats, proteins, carbohydrates, all done for you. You don't have to plug it in to any app, to any website, anywhere. It's all right there for you. All the information is done for you. You're going to be getting weekly grocery store list where all you got to do is print off these grocery store lists and then take it to the store and get the things that you need off of that list. That's a $29 value. You're going to be getting a weekly calendar with what and when to eat so that when it becomes Monday at breakfast, you know exactly what to do. And same for every single meal and snack for the entire week. It is completely done for you, all spelled out. All you have to do is look at it and follow it. Next, you're going to be getting the Fit in 30 snack guide. Again, we all love our snacks, but we need snacks that are going to taste great and help us get the result that we want. That's done for you snacks, a $29 value. You're going to be getting the Fit in 30 guidebook. It's a book that is going to literally just guide you every step of the way. It's going to show you how to put the eating, the exercise, the thinking all together so that you can get the result you're after. That's a $39 value for the guidebook. You're going to be getting access to our private Facebook group, which is filled with people who have done this, the same thing that you're doing now. They've done this before you, and they are there ready to help, including our trainers, including all of our staff. We are there to help support you every step of the way. So any question that comes up, you have literally an army of people waiting there to answer your any question. You're also going to be getting our personal trainers that are going to keep you safe while helping you get the most out of each and every single workout. That is a $600 value. You're going to be getting the complete transcript of this webinar, which is a $29 value, so that you can look back anytime you want to re-go over the information about how to exercise, how to eat, how to think, how to get motivated. You're going to be getting the health coaching breakthrough session that we just talked about. That's a $49 value. This all adds up, you guys, to a total value of $1,149. Now, I'm going to tell you about one more bonus here. This is our bonus number 3, and in this bonus, I'm so excited about this one. I literally just finished this up, and you're going to be getting our 30-day flat belly workout. This is 30 days of ab and core exercise that's going to help you not only get a core that looks amazing, abs that look amazing, but they're also, these are exercises all done in a way to help your core function in a way that will prevent you from getting injuries. Guys, you're going to love this 30-day flat belly workout, and it is included all for you. And this is a $47 value. This is something we're selling on its own over on our website for $47. You're going to get it free when you sign up with Fit in 30 today. Now, just review one more time what you're going to be getting. You're going to be getting the 30 days of afterburn workouts. That's a $249 value. You're going to be getting 62 brand new delicious fat burning recipes, $49 value. You're going to be getting the weekly grocery store list. That's a $29 value. You're going to be getting the weekly calendar with what and when to eat. You're going to be getting the Fit in 30 snack guide. You are getting the Fit in 30 guidebook. You are getting access to the private Facebook group. you are getting the personal trainers that are going to keep you safe while helping get the most out of each and every single workout for you. You're going to be getting the complete transcript of this entire webinar. You are also getting the health coaching session with Kelly, the health coaching breakthrough session with Kelly, $49 value. You're going to be getting the 30-day flat belly workout that we just talked about. That's a $47 value. All this is a total value of $1,196. Now, if you only got the 3 bonuses, the price I'm about to share with you, believe me when I say it would be worth it if you only got just the bonuses. So let me share with you what it is you're actually going to pay. Okay? Right now, you can get started with Fit in 30 for just 2 easy payments of $47, 30 days apart. Isn't that incredible, you guys? You're literally getting everything we just talked about, well over $1,000 value, including all 3 bonuses for just 2 easy payments for $47. All you have to do is click the button there, or you can click the link there. I will also put a link over in the notes section in the chat area, so you can click on any of that to get started. It will take you to the page where you can get signed up right now, right away, to get moving. You can literally start this program as soon as you pay for it. You literally get the Fit in 30 program and all the bonuses we just talked about immediately. Those are immediate downloads. You get access to the flat belly program. You get immediate access to the Fit in 30 and all of its components. Okay, so right now I want you to say goodbye. And so here's the deal, right? All of you guys have been trying to lose weight. You've all been trying to get fit and feel great and drop clothes sizes. I want you right now to say it with me. Say goodbye. Because when you get on board with Fit in 30, you can say goodbye to having to figure out how to lose weight on your own. It is all spelled out for you. All the meals, all the exercise, the mindset, health coaching. There is literally no obstacle we have not thought about to take it out of your way and go right to your goal. You can say goodbye to long, boring exercise sessions. We already just learned they don't work anyway. They don't work for fat loss anyway. If you're training for a marathon, that's different. But when you're trying to exercise to lose weight, we know that you cannot do long, boring exercise sessions for fat loss. They flat out don't work. And when you get on board with Fit in 30 right now, you can also say goodbye forever to what's been stopping you, right? And as we go on here, I want you to know this is all backed up by my full 30-day money-back guarantee. If Fit in 30 doesn't help you to lose weight, get fit and feel great and drop a clothes size without having to figure out how to lose weight on your own or doing the long, boring exercise sessions, then I'll refund your money, every last penny, and you get to keep all the bonuses. So let's do this. Let's review one more time what it is you're going to get. When you sign up for Fit in 30 program today, you're going to be getting 30 full days of afterburn workouts. That's a $249 value. You're going to be getting the 62 brand new delicious fat burning recipes. Again, all done for you, all the macros listed out for you. No plugging these into any app or any website anywhere. It's all laid out for you. You're going to be getting the weekly grocery store list. So all you got to do is print these off, go to the store, buy the things that you need for the week. You're going to be getting the weekly calendar with what and when to eat. That's a $29 value. You're going to be getting the Fit in 30 snack guide. That's a $29 value. You're getting the Fit in 30 guidebook. That's going to guide you every step of the way through the entire program. You're going to be getting access to our private Facebook group filled with people just like you that are all there to help you. Not only that, also our trainers, our staff, myself, my wife, Kelly, we're all here for you to help get you anything that you need to move you forward in your weight loss journey. You're going to be getting personal trainers to keep you safe while helping you get the most out of each and every single workout. That is a $600 value. You're going to be getting the complete transcript of this webinar as your bonus number 1. That's a $29 value. You're getting a health coaching breakthrough session with Kelly. That's a $49 value. And believe me, that is worth well more than that. And you'll see when you actually get to meet her and tap into her knowledge. You're going to be blown away by what she's able to do with you and how she's going to be able to get you transformed in ways that you never even thought about. Next year, as a third bonus, you're getting the 30-day, the brand new 30-day flat belly workout. This is a real value of $47. We're selling it right now over on our website. It's all included right now, which brings all this to a total value of $1,196. You can get started right now with a Fit in 30 program for just 2 easy payments of $47, 30 days apart. You guys, this is an absolute no-brainer. And if you want in right now, all you have to do is click on the button here, click on the link. You can also look over it in the chat section. There's a link there you can click, and it will bring you over to the page where you can get started. Again, you're going to get immediate access to everything that we just talked about immediately. As soon as you pay, there's a download page there that will give you access to everything we just talked about, okay? All right, guys, let's do this. For those of you who stuck around with me, for one, I want to say thank you. I really appreciate it. I know you got a lot out of this. You can comment over in the side for your biggest takeaways that you got today. And I told you at the very beginning I wanted to reward you. And here's how you're going to get rewarded. For one, I want to tell you, here's how you get the secret bonus, which is my 42 delicious fat-burning recipes cookbook. Now, this is different than everything else we just talked about. Just because you stuck around, you listened to me talk this whole time, and for that, I want to reward you. And so I'm going to give you absolutely free. All you got to do is go over here to this website, thealtmanfitness.com/fit-in-30 webinar bonus, and you're going to be getting the 42 delicious fat-burning recipes absolutely free just because you stuck with me all the way to the end. All right? Again, thank you so much. Until next time, you guys, take care of yourselves, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.